Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another all-new episode of The Crowning Achievement, the show where we explore the ins and the outs of some of your esports personalities. My name is Fire Blaster, and I'll be your host going through this journey, exploring these different personalities and everything. We have our next guest available. Let's go ahead and give them a call, see if they are available. Let's see. Looks like I am not having some issues. Why is it doing that? Let's do a reboot of the Discord. Hopefully that will work. You guys are picking me up on the stream is fine, is that correct? Let's see. Hello?
Hello, hey, sorry about that.
You're good, man. It just had some technical difficulties on our end, so we got that all figured out. So,
We're good.
today's guest is a gamer girl who jumps in headfirst getting better and controlling her own destiny. This little girl is known to be the youngest Smash player currently and the youngest fighting game player in my knowledge in the world. Today's guest is Bubblegum, and she is here with her father, Ryan. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. It's going good.
Yeah.
I hope.
Hi.
Hi. How are you been?
I've been doing great.
That's good. That's good. So, basically, what we're going to be doing, Bubblegum, is we're going to be going over some of your backstory a little bit. Going to figure out exactly, why you decided to do what you're doing now, and we're going to play a game eventually down the line. So, does that sound good to you?
That sounds great.
All right, awesome. All right, so let's start from the beginning. What region are you from? Where are you located? What do you call home for your Smash scene?
We're in Kansas City.
Kansas City. Okay, that's awesome. I knew that personally because I have played you in doubles, so it's one of those things. But the YouTube audience might not known of who you were, so that's definitely one of those things. And what are you liking so far of the Kansas City scene? What you've been enjoying meeting a lot of people, Bubblegum?
Mhm.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
who are some of the who are some of your favorite people that we met at tournaments so far?
Michi and Onua.
Onua is local. Michi, I believe, is from Illinois.
Nice.
But who else is great? Death Spade
Mhm.
and Campaign. He's been running the tournaments. He's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, who else?
Oh. Chumples.
Trumples is great. He's always there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And how long have you been going to events, Bubblegum?
We went first tournament late November of last year.
That's fair. So about you're little on going almost a year, almost in a couple months.
Yeah, about 7 months or so, 7-8 months, or
Nice.
yeah, 7 months.
Where did your tag Bubblegum come from?
So I was playing in my playroom and my little toy and my little teddy bear named Bubblegum was like, "Oh no, no more dinosaurs!" And then they were watching the news. That breaking news: no more dinosaurs at the store. And she like, "Wait!" And so she went to the store and found a Nintendo Switch, and she bought it. And then
Nice.
she went home and entered her name on the tag.
That's nice.
And I kept it like that.
As you can tell, she struggles to have much of an imagination.
That's fair. What inspired you guys to start playing Smash? Which I know, talking with your dad a little bit myself personally, I got this backstory. But for the people at home, what do you get from this? Why did you start playing Bubblegum?
Uh,
It was kind of Kirby, right?
mhm.
Yeah, she's been playing Kirby games since she was like 3.
Mhm.
The first one I've ever played was Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
And then she found out that Kirby was in Smash, and if you swallowed the other characters, Kirby got funny, silly hats. And of course, she had to see all the hats.
That's
So she got into Smash for that. But also, then we just started playing together, and it became our kind of father-daughter hobby during the
Nice.
pandemic.
That's cool. And then, so if I get this right from what we had talked about previously in person, was that you guys had been watching tournaments? Is that correct? Like the professional tournaments at the top level?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then it kind of just blossomed from there, right? Like where you're like, oh, well, you know, we might be able to be in a couple of these tournaments, you know?
Yeah, we were. She, as with anything, if she's interested in it, she looks it up on YouTube, and we found Hungry Box,
Oh, that's fair.
and he's a great ambassador for the sport, and he was watching a big tournament, and we were watching that, and she saw all the people going crazy and everything. She was like, "I want to go to that." I
Right?
was like, "Okay, well, let's see if there's any around here." And
Right?
sure enough, there was.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of those things. I've been in the scene for me, it's been almost 8 years. So it's definitely
Wow.
one of those things. Like, and there are people that have been in the scene way longer. We don't have very many old staples left in the community altogether, but there are definitely some guys that'll come out to tournaments that were during the Brawl days. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, it's definitely community, and that's what I think I enjoy the most. But what drives you get better as a in playing Smash, Bubblegum?
Practicing.
Practicing? You like
Yep.
practicing? That's fair.
Mhm.
But why do you want to get better?
Because I want to be in top 8 soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got top 8 aspirations. That's definitely one of those things. A lot of people strive to be in that top 8 because that means that when it comes down to time, there's only 8 people left. So I definitely see
Yeah.
where you're coming from on that. Uh, anything in particular that you enjoy the most about the game so far that you've been playing competitively, or is it just the experience altogether?
Just the experience altogether.
She loves going to the tournaments. She has so much fun playing against other people.
Mhm.
It's been a blast watching her. Because I was nervous at first.
Mm-hmm.
She's 7 years old,
Right.
and going into this area where there's all these teenagers and young adults and stuff, and everybody was kind of standoffish at first, but not rude.
Right.
But then at our first tournament, I want to throw a shout out to Zen here in Kansas City. They were the first person to approach us and talk to us,
Nice.
and they've been awesome. Truly, just a delightful human being. But they made us feel comfortable, and then we came back, and we've been coming back. We do every other week for tournaments, weeklies.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. And do you feel yourself getting better as a player there, Bubblegum? Do you feel yourself just getting like that power up, just getting like figuring out what's going on in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
you've gotten a lot better.
Oh yeah, I could tell you that from my perspective is that for me and my little brother, which now goes
Mhm.
by Micro Rob, met you guys at the
Yeah.
Arcadian, and it's one of those things like I could definitely tell from the first time I watched her play that she's gotten a ton better. Like her recoveries are a lot better. She's making smart decisions on what to get better, like with control of the game and stuff like that. So it's definitely cool to see the
It's pretty
development.
amazing to watch.
Yes.
It's really cool because I my whole thing is that if we're gonna go, and spend time and money going to these tournaments and stuff, I expect her to do a couple hours of practice a week. That's not a big deal.
Right.
And essentially, I'm asking her to play a video game for
Right.
a couple hours. But by doing that, the amount that you've gotten better is crazy.
Yeah.
So good. We're all very proud of you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, and it's definitely one of those things that's crazy to think, and this is where I give you a shout out, Ryan, is that like the amount of like you have to have a certain amount of confidence in like the community to be able to take your daughter out and to be able to give her this chance to have an experience like this because her being so young, a lot of parents would be like, no, it's not gonna happen, kind of thing. So I gotta give you shout outs on that because I think that's fantastic. And shout out to all the Smash dads. You got Daddick, Kirby dad. Straw Hat Kids dad. They have a lot of different dads and moms. I've met a couple of moms. I can't remember tags off the top of my head, but I've met a couple of them that approached me when I was in Texas. So shout outs to all the parents that are actually supporting the support scene because essentially it's starting to become like a sport to a lot of people. Like
yeah, I mean it's a very approachable thing, as far as getting a way to introduce being competitive and all of that stuff into kids without all of the baggage and everything that comes with like team sports and all of that stuff. While those are great, and if your kid is into them, that's awesome. They're not for everyone,
Right.
and it's still learning how to compete and learning how to lose is super important in life.
Right.
That was one thing that we worked on for a long time before we ever started going to tournaments was how to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do we say? We lose more than we win in life. But
we learn a lesson.
That's right. That's how we learn.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean everything's a lesson in life. It's one of those things you'll learn throughout life, Bubblegum, and I'm glad to see that your dad is instilled that in you as like the driving motive. That's pretty cool. Especially at such a young age. Like I said, a lot of times, parents at that age are like driving. You could play sports if you want to at this age, and go and enjoy those kind of hobbies and stuff. So I'm glad that you've actually found something you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of, and that's awesome.
That's the main thing. Is that we've agreed that as soon as it's no longer fun, we're not going to do it, and if we're not having fun, we're not going to do it.
Right.
So I think we've been having a lot of fun with it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And speaking of fun, it'd be fun if we go ahead and let's start playing there's a game. You said you were down to play a game, so
you want to play against them?
Of course.
You're not playing against me. You're playing against a clock. So basically what's gonna happen, Bubblegum, is you obviously love Smash, right? It's one of those things you wouldn't be in the scene at that age if you were, didn't love it. So we're gonna try, and you're gonna try to name as many characters as you can in the game within 3 minutes.
Okay.
All right, just let me know when you're ready, and we'll start the clock.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Go.
Uh-huh. Kirby, Falcon, Jigglypuff, Pikachu, King K. Rool, DK, Diddy Kong, Ken, Ryu,
Nice.
Bayonetta, Inkling, Mii Brawler, Lucina, Ike,
All the
Martha.
Marth, yeah.
Marth? Yeah. Oh, Lomac,
Nice.
Kazuya, Byleth.
So we're the first two in the top corner. What are the first two characters in the list?
Mario and Luigi.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what are some other characters related to them?
Peach and Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair. Got about another minute and a half.
Oh man, we got a lot of time. What's the last character that got added?
Oh, that's easy. Sora.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
And then,
That one's a bit tricky.
I'm pantomiming here, trying not to.
Oh, me
You're
too.
good. Yeah, that's fair.
You too, yes, but also long arms.
Oh, Min Min.
Mm-hmm. Min Man.
Yeah.
And then,
Got a
Oh,
bunch.
Pikachu.
Nice,
Pikachu.
Nice.
Oh, I already
I
mentioned
think
him.
you already said that.
Yeah,
You're
I
fine.
did.
You're fine.
What about
Name some other DLC characters. There's a bunch of them you're still missing.
Corin.
Corin? Corin was DLC for the last game, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who is the two? They're two characters, and they swing hammers.
Oh, Ice Climbers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And who is from The Legend of Zelda?
Zelda.
Zelda, and also
Link.
and then also there's the two other versions.
Toon Link and Young Link.
Yeah, there you go.
But you forgot about one.
Oh yeah, who?
Ganondorf.
Oh yeah, the bad
That's
guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. And that is your time. Looks like we came to 3 minutes. My timer, I typically have a timer on my screen that tells you exactly how much time we had, but I decided not to run the script, so I had to manually take time. So you got 28 characters in 3 minutes. I think for a 7-year-old, that's very admirable. Very good job. If my
That's pretty good.
if I calculated that right and I was paying attention enough, one of those things. We'll see when I do the edit and whatever. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
All right. So one of those things, and this is kind of more of going to be a question geared more towards you, Ryan. But Bubblegum, if you have any insight on this as well, you could definitely answer it.
All right.
So with the state of the community, right, and the things that happened, obviously she's not going to be aware of what had happened, but I'm sure you were. What
Yes.
happened with the Me Too movement? We want to know, in your opinion, what would you like to see changes in the community, and how what the community's done better since that Me Too movement to make the community better in a sense in your eyes, but where we could still get better at.
I will say that the community overall has been amazing.
Mhm.
Everyone we've met has been so supportive and just thought that it was so cool that we were there. Not only here in Kansas City, but everyone we met at Level Up Arena from across the country.
Mhm.
Quick shout outs to Icon from Chicago, Michi, Emma up in Ohio. Who else? Oh, and then you're from SoCan, and I want to say big shout outs to SoCan because they've honestly been the best community ever as far as throwing support our way. The first tournament we went to in November, Wichita just happened to be invading, and her first match ever was against Geonosis, and they played and had fun. And then they ran into each other again at the Arcadian in December, and they said hi and everything.
Okay.
And just for fun, whenever Geo was looking for a doubles partner, he posted on Twitter looking for a doubles partner. I said, you can partner with Bubblegum, and he said, yeah, that's hilarious. Let's do it. And just the fact that he was willing to do that was amazing. But everyone in SoCan has been really awesome.
That's awesome.
Liam, Miss Terry. Oh my gosh, Justice, everyone down there has been really cool.
That's cool.
But as far as what the community could do better, I want to see more kids her age at tournaments. I think that parents are probably scared that their kids are probably going to get mad and throw a fit when they lose, or they're just afraid that their kid's going to lose and they don't want their kid to lose.
That's fair.
But your kids need to learn that you're going to lose in life, and what you do after that is where you learn, it's what's important. So I want to see more kids. Not, maybe not even 7-year-old. She's pretty advanced. She started reading really young, and she started playing video games at the age of 3. So I get it.
Right.
Not every kid is at that level, but I do want to start seeing more kids at tournaments. That would be great.
That's fair. That's fair. I think so. Level Up Arena, and I don't know if you were aware of this or not, but they actually had a tournament series there for a while where they were bringing kids in, and it was a kids-only tournament, like where no adults were allowed. So definitely one of those things. I think if there was some more, I would say if there's more promotional things on that side of things, like maybe have a lower entry for a bracket, like maybe, not as much as a regular bracket, but one where if the competitors wanted to come in, they could have that opportunity to have like a peewee bracket, something like that. I think would be super interesting.
Yeah, but even at regular bracket price, you can't complain too much.
Right.
For her to enter the weekly for both, either doubles or squad strike, whatever the secondary event is, and the main event, I think it's like $11, something like that. To entertain a kid for several hours for $11 is a steal. The local science museum here in town is like $25 to get in. So if you're looking for something to do to entertain your kid, you can't complain too much about the price. I don't think price is the limiter here. I think that a lot of people are just scared to let their kids fail.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, especially, with nowadays with a lot of I know me and you are about the same age. So like the mental anguish a lot of the people that are experiencing at our age, like with stuff, and then we're having kids, a lot of people are like, I don't know if I want to put my kid through that. And it's one of those things, like you still have to do it because it's like one of those things, like they're going to learn eventually sooner or later. And that's definitely one of those things. Now let's get off the the criticism of the community. It's not really a huge one, but which I didn't expect it to be, which is understandable.
Right.
But the next one is going to be a fun question for you, Bubblegum. So this is the marquee of the whole series, right? This is called the Crowning Achievement, right? I'm a K. Rool main, and he has a crown, right, Bubblegum, that he puts on his head. So basically, this question is, what would if you could put your crown on your career for your esports career up to this point, what would you say is your, like, it could be a moment, it could be, just the opportunity to come into the community, anything you feel that you could just say, hey, this is Bubblegum, right? What would you say that moment is for you?
Hey, it's your girl, Bubblegum.
What's been your favorite moment? What are you most proud of?
Right.
I'm proud that I've won 3 rounds against a girl in a Smash tournament.
Yeah, she did. She during the ladder bracket at Level Up Arena.
No, not that one.
Oh, that's right. At the last weekly we went to, she did win 3 rounds. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
awesome. A start. I mean, not winning a set yet, but definitely winning rounds is a huge step, in that meaning that you're getting that much closer to actually winning sets. So that's
absolutely
cool. That's cool.
It's only a matter of time if she keeps it up, and keeps practicing and keeps improving. It's only a matter of time.
Exactly. You only improve off of your failures. It's definitely one of those things. Now here's the chance for our viewers. I've been posting all the questions to Ryan and Bubblegum up to this point, but this is your chance at home. If you have a question for Bubblegum or her father Ryan at this point, this is the chance to post those in the Twitch chat. Go ahead, and if you have a question, we'll have that open for the next couple of minutes. You guys will have that opportunity to ask those questions. So we are open for that at this moment. So if you guys have any of those, now's the time to do that. But while we're waiting for some questions to come through on chat, I have a little idea for you, Bubblegum. You get the chance to give some advice. You get to be the coach. You're gonna become Coach Bubblegum. You get to put like on the coaching hat, right? You see like sports. You see the guys standing on the sidelines telling people what to do, right? This is your chance to do that. If you had any kind of advice for players, right? So that's somebody like you or me, fans who are watching the game, right? Enjoying what you're doing or whatever. Casters who are people that are talking over your video if you get the chance to be on stream, or other competitors, the people you're facing up against. What kind of advice would you give to those people?
When you lose, you learn a lesson.
That. And also, what do we say all the time? Have fun, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just have fun. If it's not fun, you know,
you shouldn't do it anymore.
Or take a break, or figure out why you're doing it.
Right.
You know. Obviously, some people, this is their job, and I totally get that. But most of the people that we run into in bracket, that's not their job. And some of the times I see them, they're real stressed, and I get it. You get super into it, and I'm not going to judge anyone for taking something super seriously.
Right.
But have fun. Try to have some fun with it. That's all I would say.
That's fair. That's a good sentiment. Great advice. Definitely one of those things at such a young age, being such knowledgeable is awesome. Yeah, you don't see that very often, so it's definitely a good key to you. What future events can we see you at? Is there anything coming up on your schedule that you're looking forward to, or we might be able to see Bubblegum at if you're not in our region, but you guys might be going out of region or anything like that?
Yeah, where are we going in August?
In August?
What's the Texas tournament?
Oh, the one with the park and they're going burgers and hot dogs.
No, that's in Wichita. That's next weekend. We're going to Rise and Grind in Waco, Texas in August. Nice. And the reason why is because they advertised a feature that I haven't seen advertised on any other major, which is they have all weekend long a amateur ladder bracket.
Nice.
That's running parallel with the singles bracket, which is amazing. So that basically she can play matches all weekend long.
That's right.
Which is, I mean, that's an awesome feature not only for a kid but for anyone. If you're going to a major, you want to try and get you want to try and get as many matches as possible to try and get as much experience as possible with new people. So that's awesome. We're going to Rise and Grind in at the end of August. We are going to be in Wichita next weekend for Go Touch Grass 2, which is the coolest sounding tournament I've ever heard of. It's going to be in a park.
And if you lose, you have to touch grass.
That's right.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had heard about that series. It's definitely one of those things. I hope that I can come out next weekend. It depends on what my schedule is looking like, but definitely one of those things. It looks like it's going to be a fun time. So
yep,
definitely one of those.
And then
things.
In October they're going to be doing Level Up Arena 5 in Kansas City. Nice. If you didn't know, Level Up Arena just moved to a different building. It's actually now in the Hy-Vee Arena. Which used to be the Kemper Arena. It's huge. So they're in one of the side areas in there, but because they're in the Kemper or the Hy-Vee Arena now, they're pretty confident that they'll be able to use the main arena for regionals and majors. So Level Up Arena as a series is probably going to start getting real big real soon, which is awesome.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, we haven't had anything huge in Kansas since the Brawl days. And there was
Mhm.
a couple tournaments that they had that had like some people that aren't in the community anymore because of certain reasons, but they came
Mhm.
down from Canada, and then we had another couple of big names that came in, and it was like back then it was a big tournament. It's nothing compared to what Ultimate's numbers are, but like they
Right.
had a huge upcoming, so it'll be nice to have something more local that then you don't
Mhm.
have to travel, you know,
Yeah.
13,
And Kansas
14
City
hours.
is a perfect city to have a big regional, if not an outright major, because it's right in the middle of the country. It's equidistant from the coast. Sorry, we're both getting over a cold kind
You're
of thing.
good.
Um, so travel is good. There's plenty of accommodations. It's a big enough city. There's plenty to do. But yeah, I'm super excited for what's on the horizon for
Right.
Smash.
Yeah,
I think that the pandemic lit a fire under people to really take every opportunity to try and get out in public
Mhm.
and get out and play this game
Right.
because
Yeah.
the online is horrible.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, people got to realize that uh, I think maybe it might have been one of those things that they didn't know how big the game was gonna be when they announced it and stuff. So like the servers weren't gonna be able to handle what they needed to handle. So definitely one of those
Well,
things.
yeah, but then they did know how big the game was
Yeah.
going to be, So,
I'm not giving them
yeah.
any excuses because I mean they're a multi-billion-dollar company, so there is no excuses. But you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
But hopefully the next version has better online, you know.
yeah, it'd be great for then the community would grow exponentially. Definitely
Yes,
was.
because if you look at the other fighting games that have great online, their communities are on the incline, and Smash is still growing, but for the most
Right.
part, I don't know. I think they just need a better online experience because that's where people start.
Mhm. I mean that's where Sonic started
Hmm.
and Jake started and a bunch of the guys that are coming up from the post-pandemic started was that
Hmm.
Wi-Fi. So,
And I will say that the people that suffered through online, don't pull on that, and everything, they got better. I mean, Spargo says that without playing in online is what made him good.
mhm.
So I believe it. If you can adapt and get used to online, and deal with that, offline is pretty easy. Not easy, but it's easier.
Right. Do you guys have any shout outs or anything you'd like to promote at this point?
Mm. Um, I don't know. Just if you're on the fence about going to a Smash Bros. Tournament or any esports tournament, um, just go, try it out. Um, just know that you're gonna lose the first time you go, unless you're like an absolute pro, um, and that's okay. But go to have fun, go to meet new people, and go to learn how to compete. And yeah, just try it out. Just do it. But
Right.
as far as shout outs of people, so many awesome people. Uh, uh, the main one being Campaign here in Kansas City. He's the tournament organizer here. He runs awesome events. He's been so supportive of us, um, and just the fact that I asked him if we were allowed to compete, and he said, "Yeah, you just gotta be there with her." I'm like, "Well, I would not be there with her." So,
Right.
but he's been awesome. Big M is awesome. He's our local caster. He does a great job. Onua, then just everybody here in Kansas City and in Wichita have been amazing.
That's awesome to hear. Now, this to be the point where you get to do plugs, and you guys have a couple of those as well. So if you want to go ahead and plug, you can definitely do that now.
Yeah, we're on. We do have a Twitch channel where we stream our practice sessions. The channel name is Let's Go Bubblegum. I have a Twitter, just posting. It's mostly just posting stuff about Smash Bros and whatnot. It's Bubblegum's dad, and I think that's also the name of the YouTube channel.
Nice.
Yeah.
See that content coming up through for these guys. Definitely look out for that. Definitely enjoy that. But thank you so much, guys. Greatly appreciate. This is the part for me to get a little sentimental. So for me, growing up, I've always played sports. I played football for 17 years of my life. And when I got older, I've always had a love for video games. But, like, there wasn't, like, a Smash scene. There was, but there wasn't. And, like, to see, like I said earlier, seeing parents who are willing to, kind of, put it on the line a little bit, because if something were to happen at an event, everybody'd be devastated. It'd be more devastating for a parent. So it's definitely one of those things, like, huge shout outs to the parents for you guys coming out and supporting the events, and shout outs to Bubblegum and people like you who are that young age who are willing to learn, be competitive, and just have a fun time. So shout out to you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. But yeah, that is gonna.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. But that's gonna be wrap it up for tonight's the crowning achievement. Bubblegum was a great guest, and Ryan definitely had a fun time with you guys.
We did too.
If you guys would greatly appreciate it, if you guys went, I'm starting to lose my voice now. That's not good. If you guys could support the YouTube channel, I'm gonna go ahead and post that now. We're getting we're about a fifth of the way there to get a custom URL. You have to have 100 subscribers before you get that. So where did that go? Trying to find where that post went. There it is. So if you guys could give me a sub, it's free. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, if you could follow on the Twitch channel, Bubblegum is only one of the very many different guests we're going to be having on the show. We have Casimir, who's a great Mega Man player, in his right next week coming up. We also have Yoda Cage, the best Bowser Jr. player in the world currently, possibly, arguably. They're going to be coming up on Sunday. We have Fabs, who's the TO for the Community Gaming Series. That's going to be one of them. We got Kiwi coming up, Chia, Kimona, and many, many more. So, yeah, if you guys want to follow the Twitch channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. But my name's Fireblaster. You can follow me at Fireblaster65 on Twitter. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Again, Bubblegum and Ryan, my name's Fireblaster, and have yourself a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.